There was a time when the kingdom of the Royal Kitties was much smaller. Before there were 4 Royal Kitties, there were only 3. King Ziggy, India and Snowy ruled the kingdom together with kindness and courage, and watching over them all was Lady Remy, the fairy godmother of the kingdom. In a faraway kingdom hidden in the Santa Ynez Valley, 4 royal felines rule over couches, windowsills, and treat jars. This is the story of the Royal Kitties. Sometimes the greatest stories begin with an unexpected arrival. Somewhere beyond the borders of the kingdom, a traveler was searching for a place to belong. At the same time, a new problem had begun to threaten the kingdom. Deep beneath the fields, the gophers had been digging. Their tunnels spread throughout the royal lands. The gardens were disturbed. The meadows were changing. The kingdom needed help. King Ziggy searched for a solution, but no answer could be found. Then, one quiet night, something appeared in the ancient oak tree. An owl. For generations the elders had spoken of this owl, a silent guardian who watched over the valley. It never spoke with words, but whenever the owl appeared, the kingdom knew that change was near. The owl looked over the land, and the ancient prophecy was remembered. When the earth is troubled from below, a wanderer shall come from beyond the kingdom. He will wear no crown. He will claim no title. He will carry no riches. He will ask for nothing but kindness. Welcome him as family, for through him the kingdom shall be restored. The owl spread its wings and disappeared into the moonlit sky. Days passed. The kingdom continued on. The prophecy became a story whispered among the animals, until one morning, King Ziggy noticed something unusual. At the edge of the kingdom stood a cat no one had ever seen before. He was not a warrior. He was not a noble. He carried no crown. He was simply a traveler, a young cat who was hungry, tired, and alone. He looked toward the kingdom and let out a gentle meow. Seeing the stranger in need, our human caretaker brought him food. The hungry traveler ate gratefully. The royal kitties watched closely. A new cat entering a kingdom could have meant trouble. They expected hissing, they expected fighting, they expected the stranger to be chased away, but something unexpected happened. Nothing. There was no anger, no fear, no battle for territory. Instead, King Ziggy calmly approached. India watched with curiosity. Snowy accepted him without hesitation, and Lady Remy, the fairy godmother of the kingdom, welcomed him with kindness. It was as if the kingdom already knew. This cat belonged. From that day forward, the stranger was no longer alone. He became part of the Royal Kitties. But one question remained. What should they call him? The answer was simple. He was lucky to find the kingdom, and the kingdom was lucky to find him. His name became Lucky. As Lucky settled into his new home, something amazing happened. The fields became peaceful once again. The gophers that had troubled the kingdom were no longer a threat. The kingdom had been restored. The ancient prophecy had come true, not through power, not through battle, but through kindness. Because sometimes the greatest heroes do not arrive wearing crowns. Sometimes they arrive hungry, looking for a family. And sometimes the greatest treasures a kingdom can find are not gold or jewels, but the friends who find their way home. And so began the legend of Lucky, the 4th Royal Kitty.